All right. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Beyond Arrow. I'm one of your hosts for the Indie Geek Indie Radio. I'm Michele Villery, and here with me is, as always, the lovely Toni Colangelo. Good evening.
Hello, everyone, and hello, Miss Beautiful, Fabulous Michele Villery and the beautiful, fabulous Tory Rush.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, girlfriend?
What's up, girl?
How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody okay?
I'm better now.
I am too. Same here. Same here. So we are at the season finale of Arrow. And this was called I Am Oliver Queen. And for me, overall, before we go into that, there's a couple of things I wanted to make announcements of. First off, we have to let everybody know my computer, forgive me, my computer is acting up tonight. It has been all day, so forgive me. I'm just going to see if I can pull up the screen share to share it with all of you for a hot minute here.
Yes.
And it is of the lovely... It's going to go backwards for whatever reason. I don't know why it's doing that. That was weird. Let me try it again. Was that weird? But it was Stephen Amell's campaign. Here we go. And it is basically, it has 4 more days to go, and everybody, this benefits the Stand for Silent Paws and Stripes. And it's still, we have 4 more days for it. His Sincerely campaign, it was just one of my all-time favorite campaigns that Stephen does. He's relaunched it for another 4 days. You can get phone cases, mugs, and...
Be right back, guys. Be right back.
All right. Phone cases, mugs, and wood sign art, and they ship to every country. And there's 4 days left. And so far, out of their T-shirt goal, they have 58,462 shirts to go. And Stephen did put a lovely video up. But this is one of my all-time favorite campaigns that Stephen has done.
Mine too.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, oops, I'll stop. Oops. You guys don't need to see that.
Oopsies.
There you go. That was weird. So you give me more than one screen, and you're talking to more than one screen. But also, Katie Cassidy has a campaign going also, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Toni?
Yes, she is. If you can't pull it up, I can pull it up on my phone real quick.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can pull it up really quick here. Everybody can be just really patient.
I think it's also I'm sorry.
No, you're cool.
I think it's also a great cause, what she's doing.
Yep, I got it. It's the Little Red Nose campaign, the Red Nose Charity Day.
Yes, and I'm seeing that Walgreens is also sponsoring it as well.
Oh, sweet deal.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull this up. Here we go. And it's Katie's, Katie Cassidy, our lovely Laurel. She has this exclusive tee to benefit Red Nose Day, which is dedicated to raising money for children and young people who are living in poverty by simply just having fun and making people laugh with a little red nose on your face. And you can purchase T-shirts as well for that. And like Toni said, Walgreens is also helping sponsoring this. It's only a couple more days left. She has only sold 281 out of her 200 goal. Everyone, come on. This is a great cause.
It is. And guys, the guys that are Arrow fans, and I know there's a lot of guys that really like Katie Cassidy. I mean, wouldn't you want that gorgeous face on your chest? Hello.
Word. Wouldn't you like Katie on your chest? She's close to your heart, y'all. Think of it that way. Boys, close to your heart.
Other side of your heart.
Yes. All right. So that is that with the lovely Katie Cassidy. All right. And basically, that's the Arrow news. But actually, we have spin-off news. I'm going to be posting a blog about these the upfronts tomorrow. But basically, we have in the fall news, there is definitely an Arrow Flash spin-off that's coming. It is entitled Legends of Tomorrow. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Hang on. I will pull up the effing trailer for it because it is badass.
It is badass. I'm excited.
I haven't been excited for a TV show in a long time, and actually it will not premiere, everybody, until mid-season. So, and it does include Brandon Routh, Victor Garber. It has some really cool people, and I will just say this. Sarah's back, y'all.
Sarah's back. Ronnie's going to be on there, too. That's Robbie Amell's character as Firestorm.
Yep. And let me see if I can pull up. I got the Legends of... I got it up here. I'm just seeing if I could... Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to stop it for a minute. I'm going to pull it up. Make sure that everybody can see it. And here we go.
I started this alone, and I had every intention of keeping it that way. I had a plan. Life had a different one. And then things just got stranger. Partners. But the hard, inescapable truth is that sometimes we're not enough. Sometimes the world needs a team. You call this a team? A girl with wings, a past lives complex. A deceased assassin. A pair of criminals. And a billionaire with more tech than he clearly knows what to do with. I know exactly what to do with it. Most of the time. And I'm half a hero, and my other half is combustible. What you're up against is bigger than all of us, which is why it's going to take all of you. His name is Savage. He's been alive thousands of years. He is immortal and commands the most powerful army the world has ever seen.
And what makes you think we can stop him?
Because one day you do. Rip Hunter. I'm from East London. Oh, and the future. I'm a member of the Time Masters, an organization charged with protecting history itself. And in the future, unlikely as it may seem, you people become a team. Savage's evil spans the course of history, so we will have to travel through time to stop it. Why did you say it? I can't imagine any kind of future where I'm a hero. Well, you know, in the future, none of you are heroes. Legends.
You weren't dead.
Nope. You were just small. You don't believe me? All right. Just watch.
Yay!
Yay! How cool was that?
I can't wait to see them all together. Was that the guy from Prison Break?
Yes, Wentworth Miller and Dominic freaking Purcell. The duo are back together. How awesome was that?
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That was really cool.
Awesome. Tony, me and you say awesome exactly the same way.
You're awesome.
Yes.
But that was pretty cool. I'm really excited about that one. And what they also said, Mark Pedowitz also said in the upfronts is he also said that there were going to be more crossovers with Arrow, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. So I'm so excited about that, even though they're not going to be on until mid-season. But I'm so looking forward to that. It's not even funny.
Hell yeah, I'm looking
Hell yeah. I'm like, ooh, bring on more superheroes. Bring it up. Bring it. And basically, all we need to do now is just talk about Arrow. And this was actually a really good episode. I'll start with my overall thoughts on it. I thought that it was a great episode. I mean, we know now about the virus and then the antidote. What was really nasty was how the virus is actually transmitted through the town. How it was transmitted through the city from Ra, and he had an ulterior motive the whole time himself, and that was to get Damien Dark. And basically, and while they were doing that, is to put this virus out through Legends of the Assassin Team. So it was so nasty, and they had to literally cut them in order to do it. That was some grisly crap. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Oliver explaining everything to the team in the best way, and I love, this is the shallow moment, I love when he said, I am Oliver Queen. I was like, yes, Ollie, yes. Yes, you are.
That was fierce. I loved it.
I was like, fierce. I'm like, I am Oliver Queen. I'm like, yes, you are. And we had Olicity, and he explained everything. And I got, yes, everybody, I got the feels when I saw them talking, and he didn't want to live if he wasn't, this was literally a suicide mission for him. And overall, it was just a good episode. I love the stuff with Laurel and her dad too, with Lance. I dug that too. She really told him, listen, this is what you have to do. Stop blaming yourself. Get off the sauce. We're both alcoholics. It is what it is. But what were everybody else's thoughts? I've rambled enough.
Well, when the plane was going down and the two engines were out, I thought they were done for it.
Yeah.
When the pilot was like, we're fighting two dead engines, you're like, well, how are they going to get out of this one? Then I was thinking in the back of my head, too, they're superheroes, so eventually somebody's going to come about and do something. I was like, this is not it for the gang. Like,
I know. Well, I was literally, when I saw that, I'm like, somebody, come on, one of you think of something. Seriously, like you did. They're superheroes. Think of something. Yoo-hoo, Oliver. Yoo-hoo, Nisa. Come on. One of you think of something to do.
Yup.
Come on, make it happen.
Oh, Ollie looked so hot there. Like, he was so in control.
Yeah.
Like, no one knew it. Like,
He was boss this entire episode. He looked so smaxy. I'm saying, Stephen Amell, you looked boss this whole episode.
thank you for giving us your bossness for a second.
Your bossness. Yes.
You catching the feels from that saying, Michele?
So hell yeah. I caught the feels I catch the feels every Tuesday for 2 hours. Tuesday are my game. No, not Tuesday. Wednesdays. I keep saying Tuesdays. Well, Tuesdays, yeah, too, but only for an hour. Wednesdays are my jam. For 2 hours, no one can bother me. The CW is just around. Like, no one bother me between 8 and 10 on a Wednesday. Just no.
She's caught the feels and she's never coming back until...
I'm never coming back. And then I will rewatch it again.
And catch the feels all over again.
Yep, between 8 and 10 on a Wednesday night on a CW. Leave me alone.
That's funny.
Yeah, there are so many good things though about this episode, and I dug the whole thing, to be honest.
I did too. It was so action packed, and the fight scenes were all epic.
Yes,
They all were.
they seriously.
They're like totally getting us ready for next episode, next season. Like,
Yeah. Now, what do you guys think of that? I mean, the suit is gone. What the F?
yeah, I know.
Well, it's like what Ollie said. Rosh already stole his identity, and he just doesn't feel right about it because, I mean, he already made the Arrow look bad from what he's done 2 or 3 episodes ago in the city.
So technically, Oliver Queen is gone.
I don't think for long, but I think he's just tired of the whole thing. I think he's just burned out.
Oh, yeah.
Ollie's burned out. I think his city needs a break from all of that. The Arrow needs a break.
Yeah. Yeah. And now we have a new Rock.
Yeah, I was going to say that you guys were saying...
knew that was going to happen. I called that. I'm like,
Yeah.
Of course you're doing this to better yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to say when you guys were saying earlier, look what's more to come. Well, we have a new Rosh.
That's enough to pull Ollie out of semi-retirement. But Thea is also wearing the Red Arrow suit now. How cool is that?
Yeah. But is she going to go by the Red Arrow or is she going to go by Speedy?
I know. I wonder what they're going to do with that.
Yeah.
And Ray. That last scene. Obviously, we know Ray is not dead.
Obviously, Ray.
No, he's not. But is he going to be? Is he going to become the suit?
That's a good question, because he just all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm like, now what? I mean, we know you're not dead, but what the F did you do to yourself? Seriously.
That was some powerful explosion. I can't wait to find out next season.
I know. I'm like, only Ray. Only Ray.
Only Ray. But I just thought it was so cute how him and Felicity are alike, you know, the way they talk and everything. It's more like their brother and sister.
Exactly. I never saw them together. When they were together, I never saw them together because to me they were like brother and sister. Just like she is, and I love her relationship with Barry. It's very similar. It's very similar. I'm like, thank God they stopped that too, because no, she's more, and it's totally a different dynamic when you see her and Ollie. But
I want to say that
now that Sarah is
the geek bond.
Oh yeah, they need a total geek squad. I mean, that's just awesome.
It is. It is. I want to bring something up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because I have questions about it, and I found this scene absolutely fascinating. When Ollie and Ra's al Ghul were dueling on top of that building or bridge, and Ollie came in at the last minute, last second, let's say, and, you know, defeated Ra's.
Right.
I know that Ra's had that look. Of course, he was dying, but didn't it look like he was actually emotional and touched that Ollie said that phrase when Ra's said that to Ollie when he thought Ollie was dying when he stabbed him? Didn't it just look like? I think Ra's was also surprised that Ollie did that after Ollie betrayed them. You know what? You know where I'm going with this?
Yeah,
like,
I don't think that
he wasn't going to continue with the tradition.
Right. I think that it's like I don't think that he was surprised by it, but I think on the other end he knew. Like he was almost proud of Ollie that he did what he did. Like
that too. I think I just saw everything of his emotions. I saw so many emotions with that.
Yeah, I think he was happy that his best student bested him. I think that he was sad that he didn't get his full plan into fruition, but his dreams and what he wanted. But on the other end, I see what your point is. There was that look, like, you know what, you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, and I think he was also maybe a sense of relief, like, okay, I know I will definitely die in peace. You know, it's like a prayer, you know, and knowing that he's dying and this is that it's being said, that he knows he's going to die peacefully.
Right. I do wonder since Malcolm is the new Ra, what evil he's going to kind of cook up. And Nisa clearly flipped out about that. So
it's going to be a long haul, but I know Nissa is going to try to work her way to get that position. I think she was entitled. She was supposed to be next in line.
Yeah, I think I think that's going to be a battle, and I can see Malcolm being evil and being manipulative and calling on the team to help him try to solidify that position. And
exactly. Plus, he can't really be out in the open anymore. I mean, he's still a wanted man.
Exactly, and I can see him, and I can see Nissa trying to manipulate Laurel.
Ah, yes. I see
that coming. But now we have a new dynamic with Legends of Tomorrow. Sarah's alive.
I know. That's going to be very interesting.
This is going to be a hot mess.
A real hot mess.
So it's like I'm like, 2 Black Canaries. Laurel, now what are you going to do?
I know. Hey, I wanted to share a quote that a friend of mine mentioned on his Facebook page. I'm just going to say his first name. His name's David, and he's a huge Arrow fan. But I get his point here, and I figured this would be great to talk about.
Sure.
He finally saw the final episode of Arrow. He wasn't crazy about it. I'm not going to go verbatim too much, but he said there's no way in heck that Ra's al Ghul would go down that easily. Ra's has immeasurable skills in both armed and unarmed combat, which he has honed over several centuries. I mean, he says something here in abbreviation. I don't know what it stands for, but he writes, oh, never mind. I know what it is. I can't say it. I mean, even Batman has a difficult time fighting Ra's, but of course they have to make the so-called hero look better while making the villain look like a complete pushover. And I understand that because, I mean, he's been a fan of the Arrow. I mean, he's talking about all this stuff from years, from the comic books and everything.
Right.
But I want to say that might happen while Malcolm is Ra's.
Right. Or I'm just gonna leave something open because I was looking at something that one of the writers said. Ra, the original Ra, may not be dead after all.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And I can see, if that's the case, I can see him coming back down the line. Yeah, there's the ultimate power struggle going on with him and Nyssa and Malcolm.
And I wanted to say about the writers, I mean, I understand where David came from, but I do understand where the writers are coming from, especially with this. I mean, this is a writer's decision. This is CW's decision.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're going to bring it out to a way of what David is talking about. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Right. And I totally get where everybody's coming from. Everybody's making really good points, though. I'm going to have to start to read the comics because from what I'm gathering, this show is probably as close to the comics as you're going to probably get. They've been doing a fabulous job on it. That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
So I know Tory has talked about doing some future stuff in terms of the comics, in terms of Arrow. So
I think that when we do some rewinds, we should include the comics.
Well, the rewinds will start next week, so whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we should, maybe not this week, but the week after, we can have a rewind on the comics too, so people know where the storyline is coming from.
Right, that's a good idea. We could. I'm wondering. We want to get you guys involved, and we have been. We're starting to do overhauls on everything on the Indie Geek. I'm thinking we should do a rewatch, everybody, of the first season of Arrow. We can probably do episodes like 1 through 4.
That responsible.
I just recently watched them over the weekend since I got the DVDs.
Mm-hmm. And maybe we can live tweet. We can do it over the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do this over this weekend, actually. We can all do an Arrow rewatch and tweet about it. If you guys have a Netflix account or a DVD, you have the Arrow DVDs, we're going to watch, let's watch episodes 1 through 4 and then we'll come back Monday, and then we'll talk about it. But we'll do live tweeting. But I think that's what we should begin to do, and then we can talk about the storylines in terms of the comics, because Tory is starting to read the comics, so I think that would be epic.
It would be epic.
Definitely. You guys got to help me how to get my hands on some comics of Arrow. All the comics I've had since I was a kid, all water damaged. Yes, comic book collectors, my comic book collection was water damaged.
Oh no.
Oh, mine was, you know what, Tony, years ago mine was too. My mom was a comic book collector, major one. So I got, when I was a kid, I was a huge comic book fanatic. Like, my mom had, like, the old 52s, like, the old, like, Superman. She had Green Arrow. She had all those. So I would read those all the time.
Right.
And then our basement flooded, and they all, like, she had comics that were worth money. She had them, like, in plastic and everything, and they were destroyed.
Me too. And cellar, basement, water damage.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that, too.
I can't reread the comics. I read them like a long time ago. That's why I don't remember any of the show, and I had to Netflix it all. Because, the comics aren't true to the show. So, like, if you watch the show, you're expecting something different.
Right.
So when I watched The Arrow, I was, like, expecting a lot of deviation, just like The Walking Dead, from the comic to the television show. And honestly, they kept pretty true. Like, some of the names weren't the same, and maybe little things were changed, but, like, mostly it's been consistent, and that's what I like about it.
That's what I like about it, too. And I've been hearing that from a lot of people, that this, and, of course, The Flash, I know for a fact, is pretty close to the comics. If I remember the Flash comics, this is very close. This whole redone is very close to that. And also, if anybody has watched The Flash from the 80s TV series, it is very close to that also in canon.
Yes.
If you guys ever saw John Wesley Shipp's version of The Flash in the 80s, I was a huge fan of that show. To see John Wesley Shipp as Barry's father is like, I'm like, that was so amazing to see. I'm like, they kept canon, which was awesome.
We did, sorry.
No, it's some quality stuff.
Mark Hamill back.
And Mark Hamill, too. Mark Hamill was in the 80s version of The Flash also.
Yes, he was. Oh, my God. I completely forgot about that.
Yep. So, yeah, they totally kept canon in this whole thing. So, kudos to that whole writing staff. I mean, I'm going to tell you something about the CW. The CW is doing DC right.
They are.
I mean, where the movies are doing Marvel right,
Irresponsible.
CW is doing DC like boss.
I think so.
I really do think so, and I'm looking forward to seeing what CBS does with Supergirl. That looked amazing.
I don't know. They've disappointed me on so many occasions now.
I'm nervous about it. I'm cautiously optimistic about Supergirl.
I would hope.
I'm just crossing my fingers.
I think the CW should. I just think the CW should just keep the superheroes from now on.
That's what everybody's saying. Everybody's
so
still
too. We were just talking about Constantine on NBC. It didn't work.
It didn't work. I just shook my head. And Fox having Lucifer, that's another DC comic. That's going to be on mid-season.
Sorry.
I'm like, it's the trailer looks amazing. I'm crossing fingers and toes. Based on what they're doing to Sleepy Hollow, I'm really worried about it, because what they're doing, putting Sleepy Hollow against Scandal, why the F would you do that?
Would you guys like my boyfriend's
I know,
opinion?
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
What, Tory?
He has some things to say, my boyfriend.
Oh,
Can he speak?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. I think. Did you guys ever read Constantine the book?
No.
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 Like, usually the book like puts the movie to shame, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Constantine was one of those movies that they barely did that, but they did. But the movie can never live up to the book, and the movie can never live up to the series. Like, I mean, the series was destined to fail.
Gotcha. I mean, I just started watching the series
I mean, I
when
haven't seen
they
it.
announced that they were gonna cancel it. I knew that it was on the bubble, and I wanted to have a chance to see it. But there's still rumors that it's gonna show up on the CW. I mean, they just saved the Mindy Project. Hulu did.
I think that'd be one of the few movies that they should make a sequel to.
Constantine? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, even before or after, I don't know, that could go interesting either way. But I don't think it was, like, set up for TV where he's, like, fucking Batman.
Yeah.
Like,
What did you think of Constantine the movie with Keanu?
I read the book before I saw the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I really wasn't disappointed.
I wasn't either.
But I mean, you're talking about, like, 900 years difference of, like, the fable of Constantine versus, like, the movie. I mean, you're talking, but I can see the correlation, and that's kind of what I liked. But he's not like your everyday Batman,
right?
So I mean, he's one-time wonder. I don't know. It'd be interesting to get the backstory. Like, if they could actually produce that. I can see Russell Crowe in it.
If they give it another, if you know what, I'm going to say it again. If the CW picks it up, if they pick it up, it would be kind of cool to see the backstory. I think they would do it right. I mean, he would be one of the few that you don't see introduced in the DC universe. It would be good to see that. I was really happy when they announced it last year.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking like totally outside the box, and like, I'm a DC. I'm all about DC, but I think it'd be cool to go outside the box, even out of, like, I mean, seems like a lot of things are, like, stuck in, like, Star Wars, DC Marvel. It just feel like it'd be nice to get outside the box.
Right, and that's what I like. I mean, I like both.
Like old literature, I think that'd be even cooler if you put, like, a good, new, decent spin on it. But
yeah.
Real quick question:
I have
you
to
guys?
say,
Huh?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Have you guys seen the? It's on Showtime, I believe. Penny Dreadful.
I haven't seen this season.
I heard about it.
I haven't seen that this season, but I love Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's a good show. I haven't seen it this season at all.
Have you seen last season's?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
There's 2 seasons out.
Yeah, I know the new season.
But I mean,
didn't it just premiere a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I'll have to play catch up on it. I didn't even, my crazy self, I forgot that, I'm like, Timothy, I'm like, who is that guy? Why does he look familiar, the older guy? Oh my goodness, it's Timothy Dalton. That was me last year. I'm like, oh my goodness, James Bond. Look at him. He looks good.
Yeah, and he's pretty badass in this series.
He is. He's excellent in the series.
They put a turn on, old school.
Yeah, he's great in this series. And you know who else? It's good to see Josh Hartnett. And it is so good. I am a huge Eva Green fan. If you guys don't know who Eva Green is, and she's in Penny Dreadful, but she's been in TV series like Camelot from Starz. She did the others, like the 300 prequel, no, 300 sequel. But she's one of these underrated actresses that are just badass in everything that she does, and it's kind of great that they're giving her this platform, pretty much.
Yeah. I like their new school, spin on old school horror.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome.
True Blood was interesting like that, but I think maybe 2 more seasons and they might just do it right.
Yeah, I haven't seen it this season yet, but I loved the first season, and I loved how they wove Frankenstein in, and Dorian Gray. That was amazing.
Yes, he was amazing.
That was awesome with Dorian Gray. I was like, oh my God, Dorian, you evil son of a bitch. Okay. But that was good how they introduced lore and everything. I thought it was pretty badass. But that's a good show. There's so many good ones. Like you said, I just think the CW just knows how to do those shows right. Like put them all on the CW.
Yep.
But does anybody have any final thoughts?
I grew up with a book.
You did, huh?
I know that Ollie or the Arrow will be back. Something is just going to trigger Ollie to bring the Arrow back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have no doubt that he'll be back. I really think that it has to do with Malcolm and the League, and maybe Damien Dark. I don't know if that whole thing is ended either.
Yeah, I don't think that's over either. I can't wait to also see, like, how long is it going to take Diggle to forgive Ollie?
I know.
And are they going to work together?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that too, I'm hoping we're going to see something, what Ollie's last words were to John Diggle. Remember, he brought up, if you're going to do anything in the city, he would have to go incognito.
That's right. He told him that he would need a suit. You know what I just thought? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes. Right there.
I just now, like, everybody else is probably like, yeah. But us, we're like, light bulb. I'm like, the suit! The suit! Who's going to be solving crime? Diggles, probably in the suit.
That would rock.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Who's been solving crime while I've been gone in that suit? I can see, Ollie on the beach with, like, Felicity. And meanwhile, they're seeing some people, they're seeing, like, Little Red Arrow, a.k.a. Thea, cleaning house. And then you see somebody in the Arrow suit, Diggles. Black Canary.
Uh-huh.
But all of a sudden, I just want to say, Sarah, come back. I love Katie Cassidy. I do. But I just want Sarah to come back.
I love both of them.
I just want to do it just to spite Laurel.
I just think they showed too soon. I think they spoiled it too soon about Sarah's comeback.
Yeah. I get why they did it, but now everybody knows now she's alive. But you know what? But what they can do Tony, based off of that, they can make it a big build-up on where she was, and it can make a huge dynamic between the Lance family, a complication, a drama.
In the grave.
Yeah. Because you got Elder Lance drinking up a storm.
Yes.
So her resurrection, he can really hit the bottle. Like, hit the bottle.
He wouldn't be able to handle it anymore.
Yeah, I just can't take it anymore. Give me a drink.
Just, which is it going to be? Is she going to be dead or is she going to be alive? Which is it?
Right. She's alive, people. Okay, I'll drink now.
And the girl. This is the horror thing. What?
No, we're talking about the dynamic. Tony was making a point about Sarah coming back and saying.
Yeah. I think it'll be good. She's pretty.
I think she's awesome. I can't wait for that drama. I can't wait for the Lance family drama. That will be awesome.
Hey, how about a little? Go ahead. Sorry, Tory.
Yeah, Tory, what are you saying?
It's okay. Go ahead.
Well, no, you guys are. No, you go, because mine is a total flashback point I wanted to make.
Oh, no, that's okay. Go ahead. Flashback as far as you want to. I was just mumbling.
I have to ask you girls what your thoughts were. There was a different Sarah from the very beginning, right? And she's also from The Young and the Restless. I forgot the actress's name.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
What do you think of that change? I mean, actually, I was happy she was on the Arrow, the girl from Young and the Restless, and then I saw that they changed it. I wasn't disappointed on who they replaced her with. I was just disappointed she was replaced.
I thought it was a good change. I don't know. But I didn't mind it, to be honest. Sometimes when they change actresses like that, I have an issue with it. On other shows, we've discussed this on our other show. Speaking of that, it was one character that Katie Cassidy played on the other show.
Yeah. But when I read about, I guess her name is pronounced Katie Lloyd, I think it's pronounced. She has stunt and martial art experience, so I said, makes sense now.
Oh, totally.
I like it.
Totally. She's great. I mean, that girl looks like a player. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I was like, look at her go. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, Sarah's back. I'm like, Laurel. There's 2 Black Canaries now. What the F? I can't wait for this drama. And what about Elder Lance who's drinking? I can't wait for this drama. Drink up. I was like, like the devil in your finger, like, drink. I'm so bad. Create angst and drama for the season. Drink, Lance. Drink. Your daughter's alive.
I did like Laurel's line though. I mean, it is the truth. I just know from experience. If you're, she's like, you might as well just drink, and rather than lie about it. That's so true.
Exactly.
The way she said it was perfect.
He's gonna be drinking a whole lot more because his daughter's back. Drink up.
Yep.
Drink up. I can't wait for that.
He's in the Twilight Zone.
I'm so mean. I drink. me. I'm like, oh, angst. Drink. Get in an accident so the arrow where somebody could save you.
You're starting to sound like you're at a keg party.
We had a cake the other day, and I was like, I went to their house. They had a cake for like a cook-off, you know, like they were doing. Oh, sorry, they were doing like a barbecue, and they had all that stuff. Well, I was like, keg. I was like, I feel like I'm at a college party again.
Right?
This is too funny. For me, I just think how I think that it's gonna go is, you know, they're gonna go after Ra, the new Ra, the old Ra. I don't think is dead. I think there's gonna be some crap, and I think all of them are gonna try to manipulate. You know, Nissa's gonna try to manipulate Laurel. Malcolm's gonna try to manipulate the team in Thea, because he's going to need position, because Nissa's after his spot. Ra, I don't think, is dead. This is all going to pull Ollie back.
I don't think Thea's going to be convinced with what he
No,
has
I
to
don't
say.
think she is either. I don't think she will either. You know, but I do think we're in for some major manipulation from Nissa with Laurel. Because Laurel's going to be preoccupied because her sister's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jonathan's stepping in for a second. Sorry.
No, okay, we're just about done.
Oh, are we?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I guess you said we were wrapping up.
Yep. Well, what do you think is going to happen?
As far as the arrow?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of opinion on that. I just don't watch the show. I'm sorry.
That's...
Yeah, I'm on other shows, but yeah, I can't really talk an arrow.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm just going to start on where we can get everybody on social media, because we're going to wrap things up here. You can reach me on my personal Twitter account at Bed of Roses 2001. I also run the Indie Geeks Twitter account at The Indie Geek. You can also reach me on my Facebook page at Michele Villery, and also my author Facebook page at Ty Langston. And also on Instagram, I keep forgetting this. You guys can reach me on Instagram, which I barely put anything on there, but it's ShellyV456. And Toni, where can they reach you on social media?
Okay.
You can reach me on social media on Twitter, which is DrummerGirl71, and I am also on Instagram, and that is TonyGirl71.
Nice.
Tony with an I.
Nice. And I know that we can reach Tory as Rush Tory on Twitter.
Yeah.
She has the Infectious Walking Dead group on Facebook. There you are! Boom!
And I have a website, www.infectiouswalkingdead.com, too.
Yes! I was like, there she is!
Sorry, I had to go off that real quick.
No, that's okay. That's cool. We will see you next week. Over the weekend, I do believe... When do you guys want to do this? You guys want to do this Sunday?
Yes.
Or
We're going to do season... We'll do... You know what? We're going to watch as many season 1 episodes as we possibly can.
Okay, give us a week. We'll watch the whole thing, right?
Right. So you know what? Yeah. We'll give us a week. We'll watch the whole thing. And we'll do it. We'll start with... we'll start season 1. And we'll do, Should we do this on Facebook? You guys, we have a Facebook page. We have a Beyond Arrow Facebook page. So I'm wondering if we should do it via Facebook chat or should we do it via Twitter?
Give them a book report on the whole thing. So that, like, when we come back, they have to tell us what they learned from season 1. That would be more of a Facebook thing, right?
Right. So you know what? We will do a Facebook chat, okay? Yeah, we'll do a Facebook chat. And literally we'll be watching season 1 and I'll be like OMG, OMG. There'll be a lot of OMGs on this. And everybody have a good week. We will be back Thursday for week. And then Friday we have Beyond Supernatural. That's the season finale too. That's gonna be a hot mess.
Yeah.
That one. I'm gonna need Xanax for that. And honestly, one of these days we should do a huge Facebook chat so you guys can see how we act, especially myself, while we're all live watching these shows and talking about them. Because I am like, what the F? I swear in there.
She's up and down.
I swear I use emojies. I'm like Olicity. I'm like, if there's supernatural crap, I'm like my days. That's crazy. But anyway, on behalf of Indie Radio and the Indie Geek, everybody have a great night. We will see you next Monday. Do your homework.
Yes, please. We'll check it.
Night.
Bye.